You want to grow personally but don't know where to start? In this video, I'm going to share a 5-step process that is going to get you into action. The first step in the process is assess where you are now. In other words, what is your current state? If you're really looking to build community, by building yourself, you can actually impact your community. You can impact change in your community. So the first step is to assess your current state. Where are you right now in your personal growth journey? Well, we like to use at Life Transformed as the wheel of life. So in the wheel of life, it's a self-assessment. So you can take a look at the 5 major purpose areas in your life: spiritual, physical body, mindset, love, relationships, and gifts, finance, and time. And see where you're at. Assess where you need to grow more, and then we can help you in that instance to really fine-tune and develop those areas that you determine are the ones you need to really bulk up on from a personal growth standpoint. Step 2 is envision what you want to be different. So you've got current state, and then you want to think. I always say, get out the crystal ball. You've got the magic wand. You can do whatever you want. What is your vision of the future state? What do you want to be different for you? Where do you want your life to be enhanced? Where do you want to grow? What are you passionate about? There's processes to get at all of those things. Again, we can help you at Life Transform, or there's plenty of resources that you can find on your own to do those sorts of things. So that is step 2. Step 3, identify the gap. And that is going to be heart-led. So there's going to be a gap between where you are, your current state, step 1, and where you want to be, step 2. Identify that gap. And the reason I say it's got to be heart-led is don't let the practicality of, how am I going to make the most money? Or there are no jobs like that in my area. Or the field that I really like is crowded. No, make it heart-led. So wherever the gap is in your growth, I just use jobs as an example there. It could be anything. Wherever your gap is, if it's in spiritual, make it heart-led. What does your heart tell you? Where is that passion that's telling you, okay, so here's the gap that I need to close. So once you understand where that gap is, I am here and I want to be here. This is your growth gap. Step 4 is brainstorm potential action steps. And that's where it really gets fun. If you've got a community of people who are for you, don't judge you, in harmony with you, enlist those people. Ask them, hey, this is the area I'm looking to grow in. I want to impact the world, my community, in a bigger way. And ask for suggestions from people. Go online, see what comes up as far as how do I really fill this gap? What are the best ways to do that? Talk to people you trust about that. And even with all those external sources, then what I want you to do as part of step 4 is think internally. So brainstorm internally. All right, what could I do? What's coming to mind for me? Make it very intentional and set aside some purposeful, quiet time to really brainstorm. What is in me? What do I think I need to do to fill that gap? And the 5th step is just begin. Just get started. That is so key. You have to take a first step. So what is your first action step? And it doesn't have to be a big step. It could be a small step. It could be getting a planner and planning out how you're going to invest in yourself for this growth. Maybe it's only an hour a week. Maybe it's a half hour a week. Start small and build those habits. I can tell you from experience, for me, it was John Maxwell when he talked about personal growth plan and do you have one? And he talked a lot about the fact that when he first found out about a personal growth plan, he went and interviewed and talked to a lot of people, and not many people had a personal growth plan. I probably think if I ask you right now if you have a personal growth plan, maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you do, that's great. If you don't, it's okay, because that's very common. So where you have to start with your personal growth plan, and where I had to start with, kind of the process I outlined here for you today. And that's why I'm talking about it on this video, because that process worked for me. I assessed where I was. I used the wheel of life. I thought about, okay, where do I want to be? What does that look like? What is the vision? How did I envision the next part of my life? Identify where the gap was, and then identify potential action steps, and then just begin. You don't have to get the right step. I will say that I wasn't bogged down with getting the right step. I just thought, some parameters, like John, I think, said, invest 10% of your income in your personal growth every year. So that's where I started. I just knew what my income was. I said, all right, 10% goes to this. I've got this chunk of money that I can invest. What am I going to do? This spiritual area is the area where I was really weak. How am I going to invest in that? And there's a number of things that I brainstorm. Buy a Bible, investigate churches, read books, talk to friends, all these things. And that became my first personal growth plan. And since then, it just gets better and better because you just start start your plan and it's very basic and very simple to understand. But then as you start to execute it, more things are going to come into your awareness because you are focused on growth. As I was focused on growth, and it took me from basically being in the corporate world to owning my own business, then another business, being an entrepreneur, starting this business, and it's catapulted me to tremendous growth in all areas of my life. And it's a continual process. It's going to continue for the rest of my life. So if you want something that is going to continue to serve you for the rest of your life, I can tell you this is the way to go. Get on this personal growth bandwagon and you won't be disappointed. If you want to impact, strategies that are going to not only help you but help others. You want to impact change in your community. You want to give tips to others on personal growth. You want the impact of personal growth strategies to be seen by others and you. How about the world? The world can be impacted by your personal growth you're about to entail. So subscribe with the notification bell to receive regular updates. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button to see more like it. Comment down below. This can be with questions that you have or answers to questions that you ask. And you'll see us the next time on this amazing journey from isolation to the community where the next step beyond is freedom.